All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists or He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means He is the deliverer. All right? And we are the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanics. All right, we're actually part of the 12 tribes, the House of Israel. Right, the people you call Black, African American, Colored, Negro, Native American, Seminole Indian, Latin, Hispanic. All right, we make up the lost 12 tribes. The self-proclaimed white man is not white. The red, they are the Idumeans, are the Edomites, according to the Holy Bible. All right, and I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, for another day to come out and teach this word. You know, and today is, I believe it's 12/14. All right, which is not even, you know, really cold, but it's still out of season. You know, and as the scripture says, be instant, in season, out of season, preach the word. You know. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. It says, preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. You know, even though it's pretty much the winter time, you know, it's cold, there's snow on the ground, you know, we still come out here to the highways and byways to give our people warning, you know, to warn you about the coming prophecies, to read you, to give you the mysteries of the Bible, to let you know what the scriptures is really talking about. Now, the latest thing in the news is all of these drone sightings, different UFOs, things of that nature over New Jersey, but it's not just New Jersey. It's happening all over the planet Earth, you know, because as we get closer and closer unto the end, these so-called UFOs or UAP sightings, they're only going to increase. All right, because we're living in the times and the generation where Yahweh is getting ready to send His Son, Yahweh Shai, and the angels to come visit this place, all right, to destroy Esau and his power structure, his wicked kingdom, and to deliver the elect. You know, we're getting ready to enter the second Exodus, right? Which this second Exodus is going to far eclipse the first Exodus, and we still talk about that unto this day, you know. So it's really a blessing to be able to come out here, you know, because pretty soon we won't. There's going to be a famine of the word, you know. This is the book of Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So there's going to come a time to where there's going to be an actual famine, you know, of where people are starving. They're going to get desperate and you know, commit acts such as cannibalism. People are going to die of thirst, things of that nature. But this spiritual famine that's coming is going to hit. It's going to be far worse than the actual physical famine of food. You know, because people are going to want answers. They're going to want to know what the hell is going on. You know, because the government is lying unto you. They're not going to give you the truth. When you break down that word government, Govern means mind, meant control. So it goes back to controlling the mind. So they want to control how you think. They control all the different information, the media sources out there. All right, it's all for control. You know, they want to control everybody, man. So you can't trust your government. And it's coming out, you know. Amos 8 and 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and shall not find it. So it's going to come a time where people are going to go up and down in the earth. You know, people are going to seek the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're going to want counsel or understanding what's happening. They're going to want to know, what does the Bible say? You know, but they won't be able to find it because, you know, who you might run into, they sold out. You know, these would-be pastors, would-be ministers of the Lord, they're all hirelings. All right, they're for hire, and they're leading our people as a flock to the slaughter, especially they have the circumcision. You know, like you got these different groups out here, you know, teaching false doctrines, not warning our people about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, the rice device, you know, telling our people you can have sex on the Sabbath, things of that nature, you know. So they're the ones who gotta look out for most. And when shit the fans, the Most High might put the spirit on different people in the congregation to put you false prophets to death, you know, because judgment is going to come upon false prophets too, you know. This is Amos 5 and 13. It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. The word prudent goes back to what? Having the foresight. You know, the scripture says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. So, you know, if you've been watching, you're paying attention, you can see the evil that's coming. You know, you can see that society is heading towards an AI dependency. AI is taking over everything. You know, you got Elon Musk saying that all the jobs are going to be replaced by what? By robotics. You know, they're going to put the masses on a high universal income. So pretty much they're going to allow you people to stay at home and give you high universal income and replace you with your jobs with robots, man. But in order for you to receive this high universal income, you would have to take the haragma, right? Which according to the Bible, that's the mark of the beast. All right, and this is actually a physical mark that they want to put inside you for tracking, for identification, for buying and selling, for all of the above, you know? This is the book of Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 16. Ezekiel 3 and 16. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. So the Most High set up watchmen. For the watchmen are the prophets, and they're watching over the city, you know, giving you warning the people of the city of the impending danger that's coming. Like, one of the dangers that's coming is what? The time of Jacob's trouble. Martial law, all right? Complete societal breakdown, economic collapse, you know? Right now, we're in a housing market crisis to where people can't afford rents. People being outpriced from apartments, their homes, they can't afford rent. So you have what's called what? The working poor. You got people working 40, 60 hours a week, and they're living out of damn vehicles. You know, they ain't nowhere to live. The name America goes back to what? To meaning bitter. This is a very bitter empire, you know. But right now, we're at the end of Esau's age. We're at the end of an age. We're at the end of an empire. You know? Verse 17, Ezekiel 3:17 Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. So this ain't nothing, you know, that a man conceived in his own mind. You know, the prophets were given visions, things of that nature. You know, they had encounters with angels, you know. And then what they saw, the Most High told them to write it down, to note it in the book. You know, so this is all from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, it's not of the will of man, you know. Because if it was, then it would come to naught, you know. I'm gonna jump down to verse 25. It says, but thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. So in the near future, people are going to want to seek the prophets, man. But the Most High going to hide his prophets, all right? There's going to be a famine of the word. He's going to make the men of the Lord their tongue. He's going to make them stop talking, you know?
Amos 8:11. They're going to be going to like sea to sea, back to and fro, trying to seek the word, but they ain't gonna find it. That's the feminine word. It's gonna be like a drought.
It's gonna be a spiritual drought, man. But that spiritual drought is gonna hit you way harder than the actual drought. You know, because the physical famine, that's tough. You know, ain't that why we left Canaan and went to Egypt? Because we needed to survive. You know, the Most High set up Joseph to do what? To preserve our nation. You know. It says, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb. And if you're dumb, it doesn't mean that you lack intelligence. It means that, you don't speak. You know, the Most High, right now, we're living in a time to speak. Because it says in Ecclesiastes, to everything there's a time and a season. So right now is the time to speak what? Speak these words. You know, give the people the warning. All right, be instant in season, out of season, because the time is short. You know, we're a couple weeks away from the year 2025, and who knows what that year is going to bring. I mean, we know, it's going to be wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, famine, pestilence, Egyptian against Egyptian, you know. And who knows if the Mr. Trump, who knows if he's going to make it to January 20th. You know, because you got to take account, there already been, a couple attempts on this man's life. You know, they're setting a narrative for a double F. They're saying these mystery drones was flying over his golf course, you know. And let's say they do take him out, that could be the catalyst for the Egyptian against the Egyptian.
They say he said something that he didn't even do it. It was another man. They had another picture of the dude that actually did it. He didn't have a unibrow. This kid got a unibrow. That dude, the other picture they showed with the dude that actually did it, him, he didn't have no unibrow. So when they arrested him, he was shouting out some shit like, people gotta know people ain't stupid. They trying to play y'all. Like he was shouting out something. They was arresting him and taking him.
Well, that's what Esau uses his media for, to deceive, to throw out psyops and, different spells and enchantments.
They're saying that guy, they said it was wicked, that guy was supposed to testify against Nancy Pelosi. So they say that's probably...
That makes sense. That's something Esau would do. He always have to have a fall guy or distraction. Like right now, the latest distraction is who? Jay-Z. First it was Diddy, which you're how you said, expendable to Esau. Jake gonna realize that you're expendable, This is Ezekiel 3, verse 25. It says, but thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and thou and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. And that's dealing with the house of Israel, a rebellious nation, going against the power, going against Yahweh Shem Shai, worshiping idols, being into Catholicism, Islam, Buddhism, plantation Christianity. It's like it says in Isaiah, the ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel don't know, and neither do they consider. A lot of our people, money is their God, which is why they sell their soul. We sell your soul to Esau. Now he got you on all type of tapes, doing all type of secret rituals to, even if you want to come out and say something, he's going to blackmail you. The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. And that's dealing with all the tribes, because Joseph went there first. Then he took a wife of that nation, Martazarium, and he had two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. All the tribes went into Egypt, the patriarchs first, but then all the tribes came out. And now all the tribes are back here in America, which is the modern day Egypt. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, meaning the Most High only established a relationship, a covenant, or a contract with the tribes. He didn't deal so with no other nation. No other nation can be drafted in. You can't be grafted back into a branch or to a tree that you never came from. That's why it's written in Romans, and Isaac shall thy seed be called. Because it came from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. It didn't go to Ishmael. It didn't go to the 6 sons that he had with Keturah. All right, and it didn't go to Esau. This is Psalms 147 and verse 19. Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So that the words, the statutes and judgments, the laws, commandments, they were only given unto one chosen people. They weren't given to no other nation. Now Esau did take up the Bible and begin to use it to, take it upon himself. So he is guilty of sin, because he claimed to be that righteous seed. So now you got to be judged for taking up the book. But it also says in Psalms, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, my judgments? It says, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation. He didn't deal like that with the Egyptians. Most High drowned their ass in the Red Sea. Most High gonna drown the modern Egyptians in the Red Sea of nuclear fire. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Other nations, they don't know the judgments of the Lord. Neither do they care to know them. Part of the blasphemies are the wine from this man's cup that he passes out is to blaspheme the Most High, His tabernacle, His people, what He stands for, the law, statutes, commandments, which is why recently they passed a law in New York to make adultery illegal, which there was never any repercussions or punishment for adultery any damn way. So he might as well always made it illegal, you know. But now that New York has gone ahead and passed it, other states are going to follow. So you know, California's next, you know, 'cause that's a wicked ass state, you know. This is back in Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. Says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So right now, we're in a state of captivity, being punished for our iniquities, man. You know, Shalom, Yahbashim Shabrakatah. Right now, we're in the land of our captivities for our iniquities, man. But that's part of prophecy too, because this is the land, this is the condition of where we come back to remembrance, standing upon our feet, and great fear falling upon all those who witness us, because we're likened unto what? A dead body coming back to life, you know, and that's got fear in the elites. All right, all these so-called chariot sightings, UAPs, that got fear in the elites, man, you know. But during slavery, Jake had a saying, what? Swing low, sweet chariot. You know, coming forth to carry me home. So these chariots, they represent the destruction of Esau and the deliverance of Israel. You know, so that's a good omen for us, a bad sign for Esau. You know?
Zechariah.
You want to read that?
Read that?
Yeah, I believe it's verse chapter 5. Start from 1. This is Amos 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Iniquity is sin upon sin. What is sin? Sin is transgression of the law. You know, the other nations, technically, they can't sin because they were not given the law. But you know what? Esau still going to be judged by the law because he took it upon himself and said he was the people of the land. You know? So now you got to be judged like you are. Verse 3, can two walk together except they be agreed? And we agreed. We entered into a covenant with Yahweh Shem El Shai. And part of that contract is if the Most High is going to put heavy curses upon us if we didn't obey. And we didn't obey. All right, what did our people do? They begin to kill the prophets. All right, they begin to worship idols. They begin to make their children pass through the fire. You know, read the prayer of Manasseh. You have one king of Judah, King Manasseh, who sacrificed one of his children, made him pass through the fire to Molech. You know, so our people were into all the wickedness under the heaven that they learned from the nations round about them. They're doing the same shit today. You know, worshiping the stars, the constellations. They're into all manner of witchcraft, sorcery, being a warlock. The Lord said, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. This is why we're not dismayed at the chariot sightings, because we understand what they are. You know, these people out here, they don't understand what they are, so they're afraid. They're bugging out. They're on camera and shit. You know, and then the media, they're telling you that it could come from a mothership from Iran. Where the fuck Iran get a mothership from?
Right.
You know?
The book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe.
See, did not Ezekiel say that? I looked up, I saw a will within a will. You know? So Zechariah, Ezekiel, Elijah, Elisha, the prophets that were with Yahushua, they all saw the chariots.
They say, oh, in New Jersey, they seen something like a will within a will, like, you know what I'm saying? They seen that actually on Ezekiel 4.
And then you got this guy, I believe his name is Joey Diaz from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
He got an interview with Joe Rogan from a couple years back, talking about the heavy presence of UFOs over New Jersey.
Yeah.
So that state is known for heavy UFO activity. that's probably why all those brothers they're always seeing chariots. You know, because there's a heavy UFO site, and also upstate New York as well.
Why? That's why they call New Jersey New Jerusalem. That's what they call it. That's a slang word for it. New Jerusalem. The book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes, and looked, behold, a flying robe. Verse 2. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, and see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
So this is what Zechariah, he's describing, the length and pretty much the thickness of the flying robe, or the chariot, or in today's terminology, UFO or UFP. And also I believe it was in September, a couple months back. What were they doing? They were giving the cops pamphlets on what to do if they seen UFOs or UFOs. So why are you giving the police chief pamphlets on UFOs?
They're going
Like what can a police chief do? Can he damn arrest the angel? Can he shoot down the chariot? So what are they doing? They're setting up the narrative, obviously, for what? For whether it be Project Bluebeam, because there's too much information is coming out. So now they got to address it. It's going mainstream.
Well, that's kind of my idea. I kind of looked at it as like a counterbalance, because either Esau got the technology, the military might to be already stationed. You already know they coming out of New Jersey, so why isn't there a force already over where they've been spotted at to pounce on them? So I think it's either Esau trying to put up these drones, because they said they look about, the wingspan was 8 feet. That's not really big. You know what I'm saying? It could be UAPs, or as we know, the chariots, but I think it's a counterbalance of Esau trying to because the UFO sightings are out now, so they're trying to make it
control damage.
Yeah, they're trying to control. They're trying to implement to make it seem like they're false.
Yeah.
So they can be like, look, we shot him down. Look, okay, we found out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Yeah, control damage.
Right.
But the fact that he's even doing control damage proves it's true.
Right.
Because now it's like the apostles and elders, they've been saying it, but now it's like he has to address it now.
Right.
And
not only control damage, he's a control freak.
Yep.
Because even in that video that you had put up in your lesson, the guy that was trying to explain what they were, he was saying, well, he's about to say we don't have the technology, but then he switched it up. He's like, we don't. Then he said something else. So he don't want to admit he doesn't have control.
Right.
Or the technology.
Exactly, and that's the point. The technology of the heavens that the angels possess is far superior than anything Esau got.
Right.
What he got, his military, his weaponry, is what the Most High allowed him to have.
Right.
You pretty much raising him up in that position to knock him down, to show his power.
Right.
So the Most High, I'll give you an Air Force, a Space Force, a couple jets, satellites, direct energy weapons.
And what the script said, knowledge puffers up.
Yep.
So now he got so big-headed, he got a God complex. So the fact he can't explain what they is fucking him up. He don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's coming out too. Brother Ashiar, North Carolina camp was doing a lesson on. Now it's coming out that a lot of military military dudes, it's getting killed by them. Yeah, they said thousands of them being killed. They just don't report it.
Oh yeah, yep. There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of sightings that they ain't reporting, a lot of deaths, a lot of weird activities, strange noises, But it's only going to increase until where he got to address it.
They said it was finding out it's killing all the military personnel.
Now the Most High is putting the shit in your face. Just like you take a dog piss in the house and put his face in it.
Yeah.
Most High is putting evidence right in your face, man.
Teaching them not to do this shit no more, because they have orders to chase them things down. You know what I'm saying? So the angels ain't gonna be playing with you. They're about to zap, you know what I'm saying? About to zap your ass.
You know what? There's always heavy cherry sightings around volcanoes. I believe the sun as well. Like they can go in and out the sun. They could come in and out of the ocean. They can really do that. They can shape shift. They can hit angles that a normal vehicle of our realm can't hit. Reappear, disappear, speeds.
Yeah, they said one shot. I seen one. They showed one on the satellite. They seen the chariot go inside the moon. They seen the moon. It was like a door opened up. They seen it go right in. So they, the scripture I think is in Ecclesiastes tell you about they get stationed in the moon. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they dwell at. That's just, and I remember some years ago, Edomite astronaut dude saying they had a space station outside. They say they seen, like, I guess the satellite had went on the other side of the moon. They seen like the dark side of it.
Yeah.
They seen like mad, like different, like they said they seen like a silver disc, like laying on the surface on the moon, like all lined up in military formation. Like they seen them like just camping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the fathership, because out of one huge chariot is gonna come other chariots. You know, and that's what it says in Esdras. It says that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. So when them chariots come, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be so many of them that they're gonna block out the sun, the moon. It's gonna appear dark because they're gonna block out the constellations. You know.
Like a swarm of locusts, like hornets on them. You know? They gonna know what. They gonna know how to like. What the hell? How we gonna beat this? This is a invasion. This is a takeover. Hostile takeover.
And the beautiful thing is, it says every eye shall see them. You know, so let's say, which, you know, I believe some of them are, and I believe some of it is a psyop, you know, about those drones and UFOs. But people are seeing them, you know. But when it actually happens, people are going to see them. You're going to look up like, oh shit, what is that? Zap. You know, the elect going to be delivered. You know, there's a movie called This Is the End. It's a comedy movie. What it shows you, and it shows you people getting beamed up. The movie The Knowing, you know. You got it.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the earth.
Right, this is the curse, and they all over the earth, man. So that proves we don't have to take up, you know, sell everything and leave Babylon, leave America, modern day Egypt, you know. Because wherever we are, those chariots can go and pick you up from there. All right, that's part of the how the greatness of the second Exodus. Because even though the chariots were involved, with the first Exodus, this part the elect are gonna be beamed up on those chariots from all over the world and meet in the sky. You know.
Well, hence the song you mentioned, "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." Said the slaves actually saw the chariot. That's where they got the inspiration of, you know, how those lyrics.
Plus they knew what they were too.
Yeah.
That's how you knew they were the children of Israel back then.
And Esau knew that too. That's why they got so much fear and hatred for us. You know. I got a precept. This is 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. First Thessalonians 4 and 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh. And the dead in Hamashiach Yahushai shall rise first. So, you know, the martyrs, because in Revelation it speaks about the souls of them that were beheaded. It speaks about those cast into prison. You know, so some of the elect members are going to be cast into prison as part of the, you know, as part of their showing their faith. Said that thou might be tried 10 days. But be thou faithful, I'm going to give you a crown of life. You know, so part of the test is for some of the elect to be apprehended, to be martyrs, you know, but those are going to be the first members to meet the Lord in the air on the chariot. Revelation talks about what? New Jerusalem coming down from heaven. Where they gonna come down from? Those chariots. You know? It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. The ones that are still alive, you know, they may be on the run. The Most High, you may not be on the run. The Most High may have you somewhere chilling. Good. You know, you got everything you want. You got food, you got yayan, you got woman. Hey, it says 7 women shall take hold of one man. Your family, you know, however it may be.
And they do say, I was pondering on that, you know, like when that time when he come to deliver you, he said 2 from the field, 2 from the, 1 from the family, something like that. So you're gonna be working or something, doing something, and he want to get you, clean you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So nice. So that sounds like to me, like whoever that person that's in that field, he's pretty much the Lord got it. I don't want to say speak as a man, like, you know, being like somewhat not in trouble too much, like, you know, or even that's talking about in the concentration camp, working in the field.
Yes, it says one shall be in the one left and the one taken. You know.
I like how we about to say that concentration camp.
Yeah.
Because that's what Esau want to do. We like a cancer to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they want to cut that out.
Yeah.
That's why they gonna have them concentration camps. Try to compel you to denounce the Lord.
And Trump, he got on the books. Actually, it goes further than Trump, but it's something called Alien Enemy Act, I believe, and to where it goes back to, I believe, about World War II. You know, after Pearl Harbor, they begin to round up airmen, so-called Japanese, and they put their ass in camps. So now they're getting ready to use that against what? The Northern Kingdom, but also the so-called Haitians, Jamaicans as well. You know, but they're not going to send you back to where you came from. They're going to put you in work camps here in Babylon the Great. You know, put your ass to work. All right, and also put a rice device in you, you know, for tracking, you know, because they could come from an angle where there's been so many military-aged men, we don't know who these people are. So we got to give you this device, you know.
So they said, I just, before I came to Canada, they said Trump said he's going to use, I heard the interview, he said he's going to use the military force to deport, you know, migrants. He's going to use maximum military force to do it.
Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about last time, though, because that's why you got states like Colorado said that they're not going to be with that, having the U.S. military used to, like, to have them in the streets of America. They said that's not a good look. They don't want to be a part of it. That's going to go into, like, some of the states succeeding from the government.
Egyptian against Egyptian.
Like you see in the movie Civil War. Wow. I got a script.
Oh, good.
To love you back to what you said about, you know, the martyrs that died. It's going to be the first risen. And this kind of goes into it. Matthew 20 and 16. And it says, so the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. So those martyrs are actually chosen. Those are, you know, part of the elect. You know, they are the elect. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Trying to find that information. Oh, let me see. Keep reading that.
That's voting?
Yeah. I mean, Zechariah. Where you at?
I was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you with me. I'm trying to find this information I got. Okay, I got it. I have wrote it down. Pretty much is going into the Alien Act of 1978, Alien Enemy Act of 1798, excuse me. It says is a wartime authority that allows the detaining or deport the natives and citizens of an enemy nation. The law permits the president to target these immigrants without a hearing and based only on their country of birth or citizenship. So based upon your country of birth or citizenship, you're going to be a target. But pretty much this is a war on the Israelites. You know, because what's the narrative that being put out there? They're saying that the Haitians are taking cats and wild pets, cooking them and eating them. They're saying that the 10 tribes, Trinidad are doing human trafficking,
Right.
setting up drug, you know, stations, things of that nature. They're saying they pretty much took over Tennessee. So they pretty much making our people the face of the T word, terrorism. So this whole act that Trump is about to come with, you know, this whole witchcraft MAGA, Make America Great Again, is about taking our people and coming against them with great wrath.
Right.
Just like it says in Revelation, the devil shall come down upon you having great wrath, because he know he got a short time.
But what they're doing is creating a false narrative to assassinate their character, to make them look like the bad guy. Because it has to be a boogeyman, you know.
And Esau's with it, because that goes back to his pure hatred anyway.
Right.
You know, they're barely making it. So you think they want to see Jake's come over here? They're being given all type of grants, food stamps, money, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you have the working poor living out of vehicles and shit. So Esau's already pissed off, man. You know, so this whole Trump, and they really setting this man up as the savior too. You know, it says, although the law was enacted to prevent foreign espionage and sabotage in wartime, it can be and has been wielded against immigrants who have done nothing wrong. You know, so, and it's gonna split up families too. You know, because what if the father's legal, but the wife isn't? You know, so they're going. But then Trump is also saying he's going to take whole families and send their ass back. So this is going to be, we're entering the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
Another form of the Trail of Tears. You know.
You got that in Zechariah?
Yep. Verse 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it. And
That's
everyone-
Esau. He stole a whole damn nation, earth. He stole our land, heritage.
Right.
He stole the whole people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what the Lord was talking about in John. The thief coming not, but for to steal, kill, and destroy.
Obadiah chapter 1, he was saying that he stole it enough. He stole all the graces to his gone. Like, one thief, he's a regular thief believes something. This particular thief take everything.
Right.
he ain't an average thief. He ain't a common thief.
He leave no stone unturned.
He'll take the go-to about your mom.
Right.
They gonna leave back dead.
Right.
Well, Esau he did a diligent search.
Right.
This is Exodus 21 and 16. Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And that's Esau, you know. He stole us. Right now, we're on stolen land, and we're the stolen property in the possession of Esau, because in his pride, he's not just going to let us go, you know. But the Most High hardened his heart anyway, so he won't let us go. You know, going back to what I was saying earlier. Let me get that real quick. This is Romans. This is Romans 9 and verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, you look up that word Pharaoh in the online etymology dictionary, it says great house, right? But the modern day pharaohs is who? Esau. So going into the great house of the elites, they're different bloodlines, the banking families, the Rockefellers, DuPonts, know. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee. So it's for the Lord's purpose that the Most High gave him the sword, going all the way back to Isaac. He gave him the blessing of the sword and told him that he was to live by it, you know. But it's through this sword his own destruction is going to come. You know, he said, I created the waster to destroy, the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So he gave them the knowledge, the ability to create ICBMs, nuclear weaponries, missiles, you know. To which Putin, he likened those missiles unto he likened them unto fire and brimstone, you know.
So you can accomplish those goals.
You're going back to the rich man, you know. Romans 9 and 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So when the Lord takes Esau down with violence, the name Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to be magnified throughout all the earth, man. All right, and they're going to fear. Just like during the first Exodus. When the two spies, they came upon Rahab, she said, we heard how your God delivered y'all, how he dried up the Red Sea and you walked over it and he drowned the Egyptians. That put fear in the hearts of the heathen. So imagine when they see Babylon be destroyed by a nuclear fire, the greatest country ever, the greatest military defeated, and they see the Israelites getting taken up. They're going, you know, it's going to be a beautiful time, man, because it says what? The strangeness of our salvation. So far behind all they look for. They never expected us to even wake up. You know, like we talked about the Willie Lynch letter. He said, if we do this correctly, these niggas gonna be asleep for 300 years. That's a long time. And what the scripture say? 3 days and a half. You know?
That's right. That's crazy that it said in the Willie Lynch letter, it was already prophesied that will be said. Now, you know, people can't say the Bible is a fairy tale book, man. You know, a nigga is a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Word.
It's just,
But what they take as fairy tale is the miracle, the turning water to wine,
Split it, see?
Jonah being in the belly of a big fish. You know, so they think that's is made up. It's unbelievable. It's undoable to the. If you will, the realm of the earth and what we live in, the physics, the law of gravity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Doesn't make sense.
That go back to Esau because he done people down.
which he actually put that in Shrek. You know, but now people they don't even consider, well, that's in the Bible.
Right.
But that's how Esau does things. He'll get inspiration, things of that nature from the Bible, but then he'll put it in movies, books, TV shows, cartoons, like Superman. You know,
that's why he able to defame the Bible by doing that. Make it so that's cartoon, that's fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how he able to defame the Bible by putting it in cartoons and movies, fairy tale, like put it in fairy tale stuff, so it makes the Bible fairy tale.
and propping himself up as if he's God. You know. This is back in Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, does not it say in Deuteronomy, say, you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning no carnal man is going to be able to redeem you out of this position I'll put you in, from being under the yoke of curses of Esau. He said, I shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed thee. And right now, that yoke is more of a debt, because we're debt slaves. That could go with the student loans, you know, your mortgage, because you would never own anything in America. And the way it's set up is to keep you in debt. It's to keep you at the bottom of the pyramid. Who is at the top? Esau. You know?
It's to keep you as a tributary. You know what I mean? To pay taxes and shit. You know, build up this man kingdom. It's only right, because on the flip side, that's what we gonna be doing. That's just part of being in rulership. rulership.
Yep.
But Jake don't understand that we were ultimately once given dominion, but we went off and fucked up and lost it. You know, we're supposed to have everlasting, you know what I mean, rulership. Which we're gonna have it again, but you know.
Going back to Adam,
Right.
which Yahushua being the first Adam, but this time he came, he did it right. You know, he was without sin. You know, the perfect sacrifice for the whole nation. And it's through the Lord's sacrifice that all Israel is going to be saved. It says, all thy people shall be all righteous, man. You know? It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Going back to Zechariah, he said, this is the curse. Everyone that stealeth shall be cut off. When the Lord come back with those chariots, he gonna say, oh shit, he got our people in slavery. You know, he's gonna come zapping Edomites and delivering Israelites. And guess what? You're gonna have some people that look like Edomites being taken up, but those are actually Israelites. But it's when they be taken up, they're gonna be changed. You know?
Translate.
This is 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout. And I believe they put that in different movies. You know, you hear that loud trumpet, then the chariots start showing up. You know, there's War of the Worlds, Independence Day. This is the end. There's a couple of them, man. You know, it says, and the trump of the Most High and the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. So that's actually a blessing to be a martyr. You know, that's why, you know, which is a scary thing. Because who the hell want their head in the guillotine, to be, you know, door kicked in, apprehended by Esau, thrown prison camp somewhere, the damn bag on your head. Like the brother's dream I was watching, he had a dream and Elon Musk was in it. But he showed himself at the end, meaning what he was the reason behind that people were getting tortured, because this guy's going to be the instrument used to bring about this mark of the beast system. Because what is he doing now? Neuralink brain implants for people, man. That's part of that beast system. You know, so ultimately they want to put this inside of you. I believe Apple has a new AI chip called Baltra, which goes into Baal and Tra. The Tra and the name goes into trans, so transhumanism. But Baal is what? It's a demon. So this whole AI technology is a demonic system, witchcraft, left-hand energy.
You know it's something about to go down with Elon Musk, man. He came out of nowhere. Where he was at 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I keep hearing about him since like what, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Then you got the SpaceX, you know.
Bought out Twitter. He's controlling certain influences through social media.
He changed it to X. It's not even called Twitter no more, but you have something called XXX, which goes into 666, which goes into the mark of the beast. You know.
Ready.
1 Thessalonians 4:17. Then we which are alive and remain, meaning the brothers that don't die, because it said not everybody, they said some of you. They ain't gonna get everybody. You know, some of them men gonna get spiritual power, all of that, man. You know. Shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. They're gonna be beamed up to meet the Lord in the air, and shall we ever be with the Lord? They're gonna ever be with Yahushua, man. You know? Joint heirs. And they're gonna come down and take this kingdom. You know, that's what this is about. This is war.
But you know, what they say, what's in there too? It was a long time ago. I was watching Discovery Channel about Nostradamus. They said that he seen the same thing. That he seen third world happening. You know, so he he didn't call it a nuke. He seen this place get destroyed by nukes, and he seen people get cast up into a ship. It was like going to, start traveling through the stars.
Oh wow.
This was like back in 92, 93 when I seen it.
Back in Zechariah.
Yeah, he was like a seer on the left hand side.
Yeah.
That Nostradamus got. The Nostradamus effect. They call it. Yeah, Esau know what's coming to his ass. Best believe.
Nostradamus might be a Jake.
I believe he is. Esau knew before we did. The apostles always say that. He knew who we were, what the Most High had in store for us. It's the reason why he got that intense hatred, you know. But Esau represents what? The vessel of dishonor. Because he wants things, he got that microwave spirit. He wants his blessing, he wants everything now. But Jacob had that patience, you know, I'll give you this pottage, just give me the birthright. But that actually wasn't gonna bless Jacob, it was gonna be a blessing for his descendants. So he's more thinking of the future. You know, Esau was thinking of now. Yeah, only himself, that selfish spirit. You know, he still got that on him to this day. You know? You got it.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the earth, whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it.
And that's Esau. He swear in on the Bible. All right, he swears presidents in the office on the Bible. You go to the courtroom, they swear on the Bible.
Left hand.
You know.
They left hand on it. Raise they right. Just like that Baphomet. He do that stupid shit. Had his one hand up.
That's as above, so below.
Right.
You know. Is that more?
You need more, or that's really that's it.
All right, that's the point. All right. This is the book. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11. Revelation 11 and 12. Get right to the point. It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. So that's the ones who wasn't martyrs, who didn't die, you know, the Lord allowed to be preserved until the time was to come. Because it's not like it's going to be a rapture. You're gonna dodge Jacob's trouble. You're going to have to go through some things, man. You're going to have to go through hardships, tribulation, difficulties. All right? Because the Lord said, enter ye at the straight gate. That's a position of difficulty.
Fire on the one hand, deep water on the other.
That's right. That's the perfect precept.
Yeah.
You know, meaning what? You might have to, your faith going to be tested, man. Meanwhile, these Christians, they think you're going to just do cartwheel into the damn kingdom. Right. When the Lord had to be, he had to go through hours of pain on that cross. Even the anticipation of him knowing what he had to do caused them to sweat blood. Yeah. So that's like extreme anxiety, you know? It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And there ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and that cloud goes back to the chariot, what the world will call UFOs, UAPs. And their enemies beheld them, meaning people are going to see this. They're gonna think they tripping, you know. A lot of them might be on, you know, all these people are drug addicts and shit. They might think they're seeing shit, but that's actually they're literally gonna see these events happen, man.
They'll be like, oh my God, I just see Taiwan just get lifted up in the space, yeah.
You know, might be a janitor and shit. You know, because Jake got these lowly jobs, you know, and we were the people they had at the bottom of society, so we had to take these jobs, just like the movie Get Out. You know, it's subliminal, but when he was in a chair, he had to pick the cotton out the seat to put it in his ear to stop from the spell from putting him to sleep. So they're saying what? You had to pick cotton to survive. But our forefathers did. They had to pick cotton to survive. Or else we wouldn't, I mean, it's of the Lord's mercy. It says of the Lord's mercy that you aren't consumed. But we had to do that shit to survive.
Yeah, it was like, I was watching this, I caught the movie Alice. Forgot her name, but she played in a few movies. Silly little Eve chick. But with her, she actually, I think they just did a reboot of Antebellum. Remember that movie Antebellum?
Yeah.
But basically, she was in a modern form of slavery, but they had like a plot, a land where they were having Jake's enslaved, but she was able to escape out into the modern world. Like the modern world was happening. So with her, she actually, damn, I lost my train.
But that's Esau's wet dream right there.
Yeah.
You want to take Jake and put you back. Even Charleston White said that shit, man.
Yeah.
He said we're going back in slavery, which he's right though. But the way, but you're going back, and this slave is gonna be way worse because now you're gonna have a chip in you, but that chip is gonna put demons on you because it comes with demonic vibration. That's why it says they have no rest day nor night. Because the fucking watch the movie Implanted. She just took a chip for some money, or the movie Upgrade, but this goddamn chip got demons on it, and it took over their mind, bugged them out, put your ass in the alternate reality inside your own body, and the chip is just possessing you, because it's called what? Demonic possession.
So they took that all through the air. You know what I mean? So they presented themselves over.
And it's going to come through what? The meaning of false miracles. The promise for the blind to see again. The deaf to hear again. The dumb to speak. You're able to walk again if you got issues with your spine. So a lot of people are gonna jump on it just for that fact alone, to be able to see again, walk, things of that nature, man. Which is part of his deception. Revelation 11:12, it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them, and the same hour was there a great earthquake. And that great earthquake goes into the nuclear destruction. So simultaneously as the elect being delivered, the nukes are going to hit.
Right.
So if you're looking at if you're measuring the time, we're looking for the mark of the beast, World War III, second coming of Yahushua. In the midst of that, Jacob's trouble is going to unfold. But in the midst of World War III, the elect going to have to be delivered because the nukes are going to be shot.
Well, I think it goes into that script says the earth shall rock to and fro like a drum.
Exactly.
That's that great earthquake. And that's what happens when the tectonic plates shift underground. They move and the earth causes the earth to shake and quake.
Exactly, and that's going to cause chain reactions.
Right.
Tsunamis. Yeah, exactly. Volcano eruptions, earthquakes, hurricane, all sorts of storms and shit.
That's radioactive stuff too, man.
And you gotta think about all the nuclear plants. Think about everything flammable in this goddamn country, man. That nuke could just make the shit worse. So when it says this place is gonna be uninhabitable forever, that's literally what it means. There's gonna be no shepherd shall make a tent there. No Ishmael will set up a tent any goddamn word. Set up a tent, but then this nigga live upstairs from the corner store.
That's his tent. That's what he said.
It says, and the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, which goes into the whole going into the completion. I mean, it's going to be completely destroyed, this place and the neighboring cities, And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, which means everybody. The 7 going into the number of completion, but it says 7,000, which means if you're not part of the elect that get called to come up, you're gonna die. Horrible. You know, that main way of death is nuclear destruction. That's the cherry on top. But before that happens, shit gonna get bad. Shit is already bad. You know, like we was talking about the housing market. It's cold. It's cold. Can you imagine being out here, man? You know, you just out here. You know, you got nowhere to go. You got nowhere to keep warm. No help. No family. Nothing. You know, that's why we thank Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because you do got to count your blessings, man. Be grateful for what you do got.
No, for real. I was just thinking about that this morning when I happened to, the Lord opened my eyes, man. And I was just sitting, and it was still kind of chilly then. I had different heat devices going, and it was still chilly. I'm like, damn, but I thought about the homeless. I said, can you imagine being out, like, with no heat source? Like, I'm inside with some sort of heat source, and I'm still, like, feeling like, burn. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, this place is fucked up.
This place is grimy.
Yeah. And then over here, they got what you call Christmas Village. They got a big ass tent, but it's like more of a it's more constructionally sound. But they can build that just for a few months, however long they're gonna run it, take it down. But you can't pop those same things up for the homeless.
He got all sorts of vacant homes, property.
Yeah.
Where he can, but he's the devil, man.
He's greedy.
He's greedy. You know, he doesn't care about he has no regard for human. Obviously, he don't, not even his own people. He has no regard for human life, man. You know, he don't give a fuck.
You can find all kind of videos on social media, TikTok, YouTube, about young people complaining about trying to go look for apartments. And one chick says she's paying the amount her parents pay for their mortgage.
Right.
To rent.
Yep.
I think like $2,500.
Yep.
Shit she said.
It's just crazy out here, man.
No.
You know? So it's like now you gotta work fucking 50, 60 hours a week. You tired as hell. You get home. All you go home to do is fucking sleep.
It's that.
You get your light bill still high. You like, fuck, man. This is hell. You know, This is hell. It's bitter. You know, America bitter. Bitter captivity. You know?
The scripture said, when the righteous is in rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked, you know what I'm saying? So that tells you who in rulership.
The rich man.
Oh, the wicked, yeah.
Don't pay for this, Esau.
Crazy, bro.
Damn, what's that precept? Oh yeah, it's in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 7. Actually, I'll just start at 1. I'll start at 1. Then when it's cold like this, that's the spirit. Damn battery's dying. It's at 20% now. When it's cold like this, that drains the battery. Because, you know, we come out here to teach, and then we do the shows live, and it uploads right to the tube, you know? But when it's cold like this, that kills the battery. And then you gotta think about the quality of the sound, and, you know, it's all windy and shit. You know, that's why we try to come out early while the sun is highest. You know, get a little warmth. You know, because as it gets later, it's gonna get colder.
Temperatures dropping.
I believe earlier this morning it's like 13 degrees. You know, I think tonight it might get down to like 7.
Negative. Wait till you get negative.
I believe you got the I think it's the governor of I don't know if he's a governor or not. Some bigwig of Canada he's saying it's not a matter of if, but he's saying we're gonna cut the energy to America.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's crazy.
They gonna cut that shit. I believe he say gonna do it on January 20th.
Oh,
We're gonna cut the energy.
Yeah,
So they outsourcing energy from Canada? Damn.
that's all Esau do.
Yeah.
But you know, Trump, he was all about bringing shit back. You know, but that could cause what? That dark winter Biden was speaking about. You know, so could that happen under Trump if he gets in there? You know, this is Isaiah 24 verse 1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth the inhabitants thereof. And that's what the Most High did. What during the first death, the flood. But now, but the first time he used water, but this time it's going to happen again using fire. You know, because those are cleansing agents. You know. So the second death is going into a great destruction to where a great number of people is going to be killed. You know?
that's deletion.
Right. Stinks it up.
It says, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. Meaning what? No respect of persons. You know? Nobody's getting away. You all got to stand before. Yahweh Shah was giving judgment over all flesh. You know, at the end of the day, each one of us got to stand before the Father and give account for what we have done and are doing. That's why you got to fear the Lord. It says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. So what can do that? Nukes, armies. But Joel 2 speaks about that army, but it's not talking about actual men. It's talking about an army of nukes, nuclear weaponry. Because this technology, all right, once this happens, there ain't gonna be no nukes in the kingdom. Because it says once we get back in the land, nation not gonna learn war anymore. Because we're gonna take all their weapons and beat them into plowshares, into pruning hooks. You know, meaning what? They're gonna be put in slavery. You know, because we're gonna be as X-Men out here with spiritual power to fly, go invisible, manipulate fire, ice, whatever you want to do. Have that power like Wolverine.
Unfuck with them.
So how the hell the Russians gonna come out the caves and fuck with us in the kingdom? That don't make sense, man. You know? The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has spoken his word, and we know the words of the Lord do not come back void. See, we live in it. Are not we in captivity? The Lord said we was gonna go in captivity. We here. You know, he said we shall be subject unto payments. We doing it. He said this is not your rest. We ain't getting no damn rest here, man.
We out. Yeah, it seems like even you get vacation time off, it's like the whole time you got to sleep. Yeah, you know, you trying to sleep, you can't even do what you want to do. Man.
You're on your day off, you gotta do laundry and shit. You gotta clean out the car. You gotta get the oil change. You gotta get parts for the car. You gotta get food for the house.
Yup,
You gotta get pest control and shit. Children sick. Or a woman got demons on it. Like, I'm trying to chill. The only fucking day off. There's always something here, man. You know? Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and faded away. The world languished and faded away. The haughty people of the earth do languish, and I believe that means to wax weak or to wax pale, which it is languishing. Like we always go to the count of numbers. It took 2 men to carry a cluster of grapes. You can't even imagine that right now. That's like some shit you would see on Neverland or something. You know?
Jurassic Park.
Right. So had to be some big ass grapes. So imagine the wine, you know, or the other different health benefits that came from the seeds and
Right.
things,
Natural.
the oil. Because there's something called grapeseed oil, you know. But now you eat an apple, you gotta eat damn near 10 apples to get the nutrients, vitamins of what you used to get from eating one,
Right.
you know. Because Esau don't keep the land Sabbath. He don't keep the year of release.
Yeah.
You know, he don't keep none of that. Yet he claims to have the Bible in his possession to be a man of the Lord.
And what he's doing is he's creating a food chain or food source of mass production. So he has to use GMO seeds to rapidly grow these things at an accelerated rate to get a certain size and to reap the benefits, because all these people now are dependent on, Zaddy Esau.
They're stuck in a concrete jungle.
They can't grow no food.
Because the earth is big enough to where each individual could have their own plotted land,
Exactly.
farm it, grow their own food, have
Yup.
a couple asses,
Self-dependent.
couple bulls, couple cows,
Yup.
couple sheep,
Yeah.
things of that nature. But Esau, he's such a damn devil. He wants all the land, all the gold, all the silver, all the oil.
Right.
Put your ass in apartments stacked on top of people and have you shopping at Walmart full of fake food with the meat, goddamn human meat in it.
Right.
Yeah. So bogus.
In order to control you and to tax you. He wants to enslave you.
This
That's-
is really crazy when you think about it, man.
That's why they don't want the homeless living, off the land. They want them to be, that's why they call you a productive member of society.
A good little slave.
Exactly. Esau has his own body too. You know how we talking about the one body?
Yep.
But it made me think about it. I said, why they call you a member of society? Because you're a part of the system. You're a member. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it go deep, bro. Shit crazy, man. Why would he put spikes and shit on benches and shit so the homeless can't sleep there?
It says the Most High, I create peace and make evil. I, the Lord, do all. This is fucking evil.
Right.
We're living it. This is some evil shit.
Huh?
Even the idea of you renting, but you're never gonna own that, that's evil.
Spiritual.
They can evict your ass anytime, or that somebody could buy the property, raise the rent on you, outprice you. Evil, man.
Fix you.
Kick your ass to the curb. Then what? That eviction goes on your credit score, and then it makes you not legible for other houses.
Right.
Just like if you got them, charge on your record.
Yep.
You're a criminal. We can't hire you. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? So you go back to a life of crime, and now you're in a cycle in and out the system. That's what Esau wants you, man.
Whereas Jake, they really want Jake there, so that bars you from being able to vote for a certain amount of time. It bars you from your Second Amendment right to own firearms, and then it gives them a reason to consider you, a 2-time, sometimes 3-time loser. Because for one, you so-called black, and then you a male, and then you got this fucking blemish on your criminal record. So Esau can just say no, because of that, we can't hire you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So either you're going to go back into the prison system. That's what Jake usually returns to. If he can't find no means of paying the bills, you're going to go back to what he knows.
Then that shit don't do nothing but make you a goddamn worse savage.
Right.
Because you could have a goddamn clean slate, commit one mishap, and Esau throwing you in there with lifers, man.
Yeah.
And America's home to the most sick people on the planet and the most prisoners. It says, Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, defiled under Esau. Because he's an inhabitant. That's why it says in Revelation, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. The devil has come down and destruction is coming unto you, man. because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And that's what the New World Order is all about. It's about changing the everlasting covenant. Because now you got feminism. Hell, now you got damn sex bots. You got movies about this shit. You got this one movie called, I believe it's called Subservience, where the chick Megan Fox, you know, he puts her in the movie, but in the movie the bitch is playing an AI robot. You got the man having sex with the robot and shit. You know, because the way they program the robot is for, you know, what a man will like. But it's a goddamn human sex toy, pretty much, that talks, speaks, cleans, follows commands. But that's the sick, twisted mind of Esau, you know? And then he got this new woman, I think her name, she's not new, she's just some slower. She's going for 1,000 men in 24 hours. She's setting records.
She coming back, the same one?
For 1,000, I believe she did 101. Then she broke down, because these women don't understand, by you taking in that much different DNA from different men, that's putting demons on you, man. Yeah, that's bugging her out. That's why these women are bugged out. They're crazy as hell. They got, they're depressed. They have anxiety, mood swings, you know what I'm saying?
And then these you gotta call it out. These men disgusted too. Because if y'all know, it's one thing, I don't know. Like,
No,
I
you're right.
think
You're
I
right, though.
know.
Because I'm not about to be number 999
Yeah.
of the 1,000.
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro.
Because you gotta think all those, and how much time does she have to clean up?
Right.
And even if she do, I
Yeah,
still
like-
don't want to do it.
Ugh.
All those men are going up in there,
Disgusting.
jizzing on her.
It's a hotbed, man. For STDville, man.
You know, but what's that doing? That's putting in the other woman's mind. Oh, I could do that too. OnlyFans.
Burn that bed, that whole room up.
These women are getting rich as hell off OnlyFans, man.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I remember some years ago when they was about to cancel that, when chicks was panicking.
they was going crazy. There was an uproar. I seen this one shit, you know, just scrolling online, you see some crazy shit, man. You know, this chick, she worked for Starbucks. She started her OnlyFans. I think the boss found out and fired her,
Yeah, I heard about
but then she slept with the boss on her OnlyFans. You know, gave him a so-called happy ending. You know, we living in the Black Mirror, man. All the shit they were showing on Black Mirror years ago. The creator of the show said he don't got to make no more episodes because we living in this shit.
I was laying back with this brother saying about the chick that worked at Starbucks got fired for making her own, you know, and she slept with the boss. I know it's too, but I was like, you still can't get your job back.
But you gotta think of how many people are paying to see that content.
Yeah.
So now bitch, she don't gotta work.
Right. That's the point I was gonna make, though. That's really it's the women being disobedient to the curses put on. Because the Lord said that you will be what's the curse? That she shall be
Her desire shall be the husband.
to her husband. So she's supposed to be subservient to her husband, and what these women do nowadays is that they want to claim this feminist, independent thing, and they don't need no man.
Which is bullshit, because everything the
Right,
woman,
man.
you know, all the help they get comes from a man.
Right.
The whole concept of these women's deception, the makeup, the weave, that's to deceive a man so you can trap him, so you can put him on child support.
Right.
But you need that man's resources.
Right.
You know, you need him to work so he can pay that, so you can make money off it.
Right.
This is one in Dub. I believe she said she got 7 kids by 7 different men, and she's on number 8. But she getting child support from all those men. That's how she's making her
That's
living.
how she's surviving.
You know,
It's pitiful.
that's part of their creature.
Pathetic.
This
Yeah.
deception.
Right.
So in all actuality, you could say you don't need a man, but you do.
Right. Right.
Everything
by
you
default.
do is based upon attracting a man, pretty much so you could deceive him and snap him.
Right.
That's why Solomon said, I find more bitter than death a woman whose heart snares and nets. You know? All she about to do is trap your ass up. Esau's with it. The family court system is with it. That's why the male suicide rate is so high. Because like you do find a woman, you know, you think y'all good she could be deceiving your ass, man. She don't really like you. You know, she know Esau's on her side, and all she ought to do, she gets rewarded for committing adultery.
It's pride wolf.
You know, she gonna go to the court system. Esau gonna give her half your shit, your house, your cars, your boat. Your ass to be in the goddamn studio somewhere, man.
And another nigga sleeping in his bed. How about that? That's that bullshit.
Yep.
But in all actuality, that is the wages of sin for adultery. You're supposed to get put to, speaking with 1,000 men, bitch, you committed adultery, you know what I'm saying, times 1,000. So you're supposed to be put to death.
Yep.
You know?
Burn the
Yeah.
whore. If the priest's daughter played a whore, you know, you gotta burn her with fire. Which is why the Most High is gonna burn this place with fire.
Whore, Bible.
This is
Harlot.
Isaiah 24 and verse 6. Therefore had the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. That ultimate curse is gonna be that plague. So it's might ease with plagues as before. You know? Well, here the ancient Egypt was a hell. But the Lord said what? He said, there ain't ever been no hell like this, and they won't be after. But the modern day form of the hell is going to come from those nukes. You know, because it said it was hell mingled with fire. You know? And they that dwell therein are desolate, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And that's the elect. He said, I'm going to make a man more precious than fine gold. You know? 7, excuse me. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh, because the Most High is stripping all joy away from these people. You know? The mirth of Tabor ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. So you ain't gonna be able to just drink your sorrows away. It's not, you ain't gonna be able to escape reality. You ain't gonna be able to smoke it away. Nothing's gonna work. You know? It's gonna come to a time to where you can't escape the prophecies that we're saying. It's gonna be right in your face. You know?
And to land back on what you said about the Lord is gonna make us desirable like undefined gold. It's the purging too that's gonna the purging of us turns into what it says, the gold of Ophir.
Yep.
But like that video you put in the chat about the brother was saying, but the chick was saying, you know, she went to a silversmith and saw the process of how silver is refined. And she said, she asked the question about, well, how does you know that it's ready to be taken out before it gets burned? And she said that she smiled and said, I can see my reflection in it. But that's the Lord making us godlike, godly, holy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So he's purging us from all these fleshly desires, and he's making us like unto him.
Yeah, because now we're desiring to what? To put the flesh over the spirit.
Right.
So now we're abstaining, because that's us staying on the straight and narrow too.
Right.
You know, which part of your battle sometimes is the fall.
Right.
Because the righteous man will have to fall 7 times, rise up again. But the wicked are ultimately going to fall into mischief, meaning they're going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
But the righteous man is going to get back up.
Right.
You know, because of what? Because the Lord, the Spirit is on him to get back up.
Right.
Ultimately for him to endure unto the end.
Yeah.
To achieve greatness.
Right.
I was watching the brother's lesson. He said, if you want to be great, you would then have to overcome great things. You know?
Yeah.
But part of that process is don't feel, just like he said in Hebrews, chastising. It don't feel good when you're in that fire.
But it's good for you.
That goes in the trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
It don't feel good.
Right.
Don't feel good. You're getting your ass whooped. You're getting rebuked. You're getting cussed out.
Right.
But it's necessary though.
Yeah.
They break it down on you in the process of that shit going down. Like, damn.
Right.
It's like a lot of times, man, you can get hit with multiple things at once. You like, damn.
Right.
Yup.
Right.
You know, women leave you, lose your job, going through this, going through that. You catching hell on the job.
Yeah. Right. But it's really letting you know you didn't need certain things.
Yeah.
It's letting you know, like, because it's the Lord. You still didn't go without, regardless. The necessity is what I mean. You still got air, still got water, food. You know what I'm saying? Clothes on your back. Some things change. You know, your living situation may change. You know what I mean? But you know, you still survive. Is the point?
No, you can't handle.
You know, exactly.
Ultimately, the Lord still be with you, man.
Yeah. And it's like the health benefits of working out. Yeah, that shit hurt. To have to keep doing these push-ups and sit-ups. But the health benefits is what? You know, you feel better, your joints don't ache. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel fatigued like that no more. There's health benefits from, you know what I mean? Who's that? That guy that said, pain is weakness leaving the body.
Yep.
I don't know if it's David Goggins. Somebody said it. It was famous sentence. That's what it is. That's why you feel sore. That's really weakness leaving your body.
Yep, because you're becoming stronger.
Yeah.
Those muscles are breaking down and being builded up stronger.
Yeah.
You know? That's what's happening to this body.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Back in Isaiah 24, verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. That's America. This bitch is breaking down, man. Like an old ass, fucked up ass car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, muffler falling off, tail light falling. This place is breaking. There's nowhere to fix it. But these people think Trump can fix it, man. It says take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. There's no present you can put in there, no stimulus package, you know, nothing you can do to save it, you know?
Through USA.
Right. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. That's what the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing, man. Where's the carolers at? Christmas tree, Christmas lights.
Right.
You know, that spirit is gone.
Right.
Y'all threw wreaths and shits up. But why they on the church door?
Yeah.
You know? Ended the battery dying. With that, gonna close up. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak with us. I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect.